Good evening. This is CTV News for Thursday, April 24th. I'm Denise Douglas.
And I'm Patricia Valland. Thank you for joining us tonight. Well, residents of a Glenarden home had a rude awakening early this morning when a car crashed into the front of their house. Everyone inside the home on Gary Lane was on the second floor when they heard a tremendous boom. Homeowner Ann Daniels says CTV News let us inside of her home to see the damage. She says her husband had just gone upstairs from the basement.
Well, I was asleep. It was around between 1:30 and 2 o'clock. I was awakened by this real loud sound, and I woke up and I peeped out the window. I didn't see anything, but I could hear a car running like it was trying to go forward or back up. So I got over a little further, and I saw the tail end of a white sedan in my house. And so I yelled to my husband, and he said to me, "Ann, we have to get out of here." So by the time I was getting ready to come down the steps, it was so much smoke, I could barely see the steps.
Now, the driver was reportedly coming down a hill when he says his brakes failed and ended up crashing through the front door of the house. But Daniel says investigators found no problems with the brakes.
And he was just saying he was sorry that his brakes gave out.
Do you believe that's what it was?
No, because there are no skid marks or anything. He's always driving through here real fast, and you're speeding up the street and not stopping at stop signs. And I expected something like this to happen.
The Daniels family is waiting for someone to assess the damage. The driver suffered minor injuries. No word as to whether charges are pending against him.
Well, that was quite a mess. Glad no one was seriously injured there. A warning is coming from the University of Maryland President Wallace Lowe to students and others about a dangerous intersection in College Park. A number of serious accidents have occurred along Route 1 near Knox Road. Earlier this month, a 23-year-old student was killed along that area trying to cross the road. Back in January, a fatal hit and run occurred at that same intersection. We talked with a number of people about what they think about that dangerous area.
It's on drivers around the area, and it's, on the kids. You got to be responsible yourself. You can put up a wall, put up a sign, but if you're not going to be responsible about it, it's on you.
Oh, very bad, because the people just keep coming right through without even looking, especially the turn right here, and people walking across. So it's really bad.
It's kind of just more of what kids need to understand that there is an issue, and that also, if drivers slow down, because I know that there's a lot of kind of traffic in front of the bars at night, so it kind of just goes both ways, and just kind of have to be safe out there.
President Lowe is asking the Maryland State Highway Administration to make changes to the lighting, signage, and speed limit in that area. If you build it, more will come. That's the idea behind the new public-private grant program to expand electric vehicle charging stations in Maryland. Attorney General Doug Gansler today announced $1 million in funding to develop the state's first network of Level 3 stations, which will charge vehicles in 30 minutes. Gansler says the system will make the interstate travel quicker and easier for EV owners and help reduce greenhouse gas emissions.
This is sort of a if you build it, they will come concept. If we put level 3 charging stations throughout the state of Maryland, we expect that we'll be able to have approximately 20 of them located all over the state. That'll encourage more people to use and even buy EV cars in Maryland.
What this initiative allows us to do is to minimize or to perhaps pamper folks with this special disability now of gas anxiety by positioning fast charge. We can't always charge up and sit for 4 to 6 hours. So the fast charge will allow us to get east to west, north to south.
Okay.
Money for the program comes from an energy-related settlement over the violations of the Clean Air Act. The state is hoping to increase the number of electric cars registered in Maryland to 60,000 by 2020.
Former Prince George's County Executive Wayne Curry is battling lung cancer. The 63-year-old reportedly sent out a recorded announcement to friends and business associates this week discussing his diagnosis.
You know, it's interesting. I talked to him the other day, and what we talked about were things upcoming in the county, things that he wanted to see me improve. And it was the typical Wayne Curry. It was, what are we going to do about development along Route 1? And so I think his thoughts are, he's going to live his life every day, and he's going to contribute to this place that he loves so much, Prince George's County in this state. And I think that's the best way to go about it.
And Curry was county executive from 1994 to 2002. Well, the governor has ordered Maryland flags to be flown at half-staff today. It's being done in honor of Tory Brown. Brown was the secretary of the state's Department of Natural Resources from 1971 to 1983. A trail along a former railway route was named after Brown in 2007. He died Sunday at the age of 77. And you are watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone.
And I'm Denise Douglas.